Welcome, class, to Kitchen 101, where we teach you how to think like a chef, how to cook, not what to cook, giving you the knowledge and comfort you need to create and modify recipes to fit your chosen way of eating and lifestyle. Today we'll be taking on the great debate of fresh, frozen, or canned, how to choose what is best for you. So grab yourself a pen, paper, and an open mind, because I'm Professor Kitchen, and class is in session. In the past few weeks, we've been discussing the pros and cons of the three ways most people purchase their foods: fresh, frozen, or canned. In these classes, we discussed some of the history of each, as well as some of the best and worst things about them. If you haven't seen those classes, I suggest that you give them a watch, as I won't be going through everything here. I'll put a link to the full playlist up here and down in the description box. If we lived in a perfect world, one without drought or natural catastrophe, one without the need to go to a job or a school or HOA meetings, one where every person lived in a pleasant little house on 20 acres of land with plenty of water and sunshine, then the best thing to do would be to grow lots of yummy veggies and raise your own livestock, all using proper crop rotation and husbandry techniques. Then we would all share our bountiful harvest with our neighbors and live in peace and harmony. Yeah, we don't live in that world. Instead, nearly 50% of the population live in very large cities where there is very little land to spare. We have jobs that we each need to do in order to pay for the things that we have, need, and want. We also don't live in a perfect climate with lots of water and sunshine. And not all of us are nice and friendly folks who want to share our bountiful harvest. So how do we balance the real world need for good food, proper nutrition, and all the other stuff we have going on? We must make a judicial use of the technologies we have available to us. If you do have the means and desire to grow some of your favorite fruits, veggies, and livestock, then please do so. Educate yourself and give it a go. Now, for the rest of us, how do we balance time, money, nutrition, and flavor? First, assess your situation. Where are you financially? How big is the space that you call home? How many people do you have to feed? Are there any special nutritional needs in your family? What kind of time do you have available to devote to you and your family's nutritional needs? Are fresh foods local to you, or are they shipped across the continent? All of these can play a part in your choices. For instance, let's say you're a young college student focused on your studies so that you can achieve success in your chosen field. You're in good health, live in a small apartment, have an income that pays for everything you need and a little bit that you want. But between school and work, you don't have a lot of time available. A normal fare of frozen dinners might be in your best interest. And then when you have a little time and money, find a local farmer's market and learn to cook some amazing dishes from amazing local foods. Try to avoid quick, high-carb, low-nutrition foods, as that will have an overall negative impact on your health and energy. A frozen dinner isn't perfect, but it's better than fast food or a bag of chips and dip. The stress you're under can negatively impact your hormone levels. Keep a proper nutritional balance as much as possible, and talk to your doctor on a regular basis. Keeping your health maximized now is the best way to keep it maximized in the years to come. Now, let's say you're an elderly couple on a fixed income. You've got a nice house in a small suburb with a bit of a yard. You're starting to experience the issues many of us face as time takes its toll on our bodies, and much of your disposable income is being disposed of at the pharmacy and the doctor's office. You've got time, but no real cash. Spending some of that time making yourself a small garden might be in your best interest. Seeds are a lot cheaper than full-grown veggies. Plus, you know exactly what you're putting on your food and therefore in your mouth. At a time when your body is more susceptible to foreign invaders, doing some canning to preserve your excess veggies from your garden and spending a little bit on store-bought frozen meat will also help you stretch your budget and bolster your health. How about if you're a working couple with a glorious house full of laughing children and 2 solid incomes? One of your psychotically happy bunch is in a situation where they have some specific nutritional needs, but the rest are mostly healthy, or so the doctor says. Time can be a bit of a stretch as you each juggle a career and family. Assuming you don't have Alice to cook and clean for you, keeping a freezer or two full of frozen foods as well as a fully stocked pantry that give you a maximum nutrition with minimal prep time might be in your best interest. Spending the money on fully or partially prepared dishes could fit into your life better than trying to find the time and energy, mostly energy, to fix all that food for all those folks every day. Also, encourage your children to learn how to cook. Your kids are bright and they're capable. Get them involved in the support of their family. A little responsibility goes a long way towards your children becoming major contributors to society. What works for me and for my family might not work for you. What is the best way you found to fit good food and nutrition into your life? Have you had to jump through some hoops to get it all to fit? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you have any questions, please also use the comment section to hit me up for those. Thank you all for coming today. Hope you have a great week. God bless. Class dismissed.